Reports of up to 1.5 feet of snow, and while it's clear here in Nevada City right now, just down the road in Grass Valley about an hour ago, it was zero visibility with the fog and snow. Anyways, you can see people are making the most of it. A couple there off to my right building a snowman, and you figure since we're setting into the third straight year of drought weather that people just know better than to complain about this snow. The snow scene is a welcome sight. It means relief after a long dry spell, and it makes for pretty pictures. It also makes great snowball fighting weather, and youngsters were thrilled with the news that schools could not open.
My dad woke me up saying, no schools, no school. I jumped out there.
But the snow doesn't come without complications. In both Nevada City and Grass Valley today, some businesses couldn't open. At this cafe, the sign explains that help couldn't make it in. Other store owners say they might as well have shut down.
In the lumber business, it brings it to a screeching halt. We really don't do much at all when the weather gets like this. We've sold a few snow shovels.
Grocery stores, on the other hand, are hopping. People are stocking up before the weather gets any worse.
It's kind of an extra trip.
How come?
Just to be sure we had enough provisions to last through the storm.
And lots of extras. Gonna start making dinners tonight and freezing them.
These Nevada County residents had to cross-country ski in for supplies. They live 4 miles out of town and couldn't make it in any other way.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's not every day we get to ski to town, and it's really a lot of fun.
There are some rural residents who aren't going anywhere. They're stranded in the snow, and it might be a while before help is on the way. Public Works crews are plowing around the clock, trying to keep the roads open, but Street Superintendent Charlie Adams says this storm is more than they can handle.
Well, I've been doing this for the last 27 years every winter, so it's a bad storm. I have seen it worse, though.
What was the last time?
Probably I believe around 1963, 64, somewhere in that area.
63 or 64. Can you imagine? It's been at least 25 years since people can remember getting this much snow. And while it hasn't paralyzed cities in Nevada County, it has slowed things down. Lots of communities.
Like riding bicycles through slushy snow.
It's about the most I've seen around here all my life.
How you enjoying it?
Oh, it's fun. As my brother said, it's a little hard to get around in, but when you fall down, there's no pavement.
Western El Dorado County's only radio station, KHTN FM 92 in Placerville, remained on the air all night as an information pipeline for those in areas of power failures who were listening on battery-operated sets, relaying bulletins from PG&E on progress in restoring power and relaying calls from listeners to PG&E on areas hit by new outages. And the station also entertained some snowed-in residents.
It was very busy. We were getting a lot of calls. People, thousands all over the foothills, were out of power. So we stayed here all night long. We took calls from PG&E. They were keeping us informed in their progress. And then we just played requests all night.
By this morning, virtually all of the power outages in this area had been restored.
And so it appears that February 3rd, 1989 is going to be one of those historic dates that residents of a lot of foothill communities are going to be remembering for many years to come. Susan?
Thanks, Bill. Well, it's been a long and frustrating couple of days for most of the people in Amador County where electrical power has been shut off. Trees heavy with snow have been falling on power lines, and heaters and lights have been flickering off and on since Friday morning. Channel 3's Rich Ibarra was in Amador County today, and he tells us that staying warm is now a full-time job.
Here's a can. All right, thanks.
At night, it's freezing. Somewhat less during the day. At least a little more livable.
It's only 24 degrees out.
Residents here have seen snow, but seldom ever this much. Makes getting out of the house a 2-hour job. But the main worry in eastern Amador County has been electricity. Communities from Pine Grove eastward have seen the lights come on for a couple of hours, sometimes a couple of minutes, and then go off again. This is Buckhorn, about 20 miles east of Jackson. Many of the businesses have had to shut down because of the lack of power. Those that are open do so only with the aid of candlelight or gas lanterns. About 2,000 residents over a 200-square-mile area are having a tough time of cooking, staying warm, even just staying up late. Not much TV, huh?
None. No cable.
When you went home last night, what'd you do?
Went to bed.
Nothing else to do, huh?
No, just go to bed.
Carolyn Waters is keeping her florist shop open, but it isn't easy. She burns wood pellets in an electric stove, but the fire soon burns down as the power dims, then quits. But her chief worry is her supply of flowers and the circulating unit that keeps stopping.
For anybody that doesn't have a wood-burning stove, it's a pretty hard situation to deal with. You have to make sure you have kerosene lights and candles, and it's been a little hard here because my pellet-burning stove that I have that keeps everything so nice and warm runs on electricity, and without electricity, I have no heat.
Snow-heavy trees toppling onto power lines is the chief cause of the outages, and PG&E says crews will be working through tomorrow on the problem. In Amador County, Rich Ibarra, Channel 3 reports.
And the storm has claimed its first fatality today. 42-year-old Bob Miller, a PG&E worker, was killed while clearing ice from the South Yuba Canal near the Deer Creek Powerhouse in Nevada County. He slipped into the canal under the ice and drowned. Miller lived in Alta. He leaves a widow and 2 young children.
Let's take a look at how the major roads through the Sierra are shaping up tonight. Now, keep in mind, these conditions are changing, so please check before you head out. Interstate 80, chains or snow tires required east of Applegate. Highway 50 is open with no restrictions. Highway 88 is closed 3.5 miles east of Silver Lake to Kirkwood. Chains or snow tires required on other parts. Highway 89, chains or snow tires are required. Highway 70, chains or snow tires 17 miles east of Oroville to Quincy. Highway 49, chains or snow tires from Sonora to 3.5 miles north. Highway 4, 108, and 120 are all closed at their normal winter closing spots.
Well, as you just heard, the storm has caused lots of problems for people with roads closed and power outages. But with today's clear weather, Northern California looked absolutely gorgeous, especially from the air. We thought you'd like to see some of the places that got their first snow in several years. Right now, you're looking at the Altamont Pass between Stockton and San Francisco. From Livecopter 3, the storm's snow line is clearly visible. Next, we flew over the foothill towns of Shingle Springs and Placerville. Even the traffic was moving smoothly. The homes and businesses here all had snow-capped roofs. And you can see why the Placerville Airport has been closed. There's a blanket of snow, not just covering the runways, but also the wings on these airplanes. So there's the snowstorm's aftermath as seen from Livecopter 3. Northern California will get another bout from this winter storm sometime tonight. Joe Lizura joins us now from the weather station to let us know how much more we can expect from this storm. Joe?
Well, Susan, it's been quite a day again for the second day. Many foothill areas receive snow, many areas even in the valley floor. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But the matter at hand right now is indeed the low pressure area, and it is drifting southward now. It's been stationary off the northern coast for the past 12 hours or so. That low pressure area will be dropping south and also redeveloping over the Nevada borderline. That just means lingering snow showers, sometimes heavy at times, and then very cold air. We're going to get a blast of unbelievably cold air by the time Monday gets here. Let me tell you also about what's happening in store for tonight. As far as our forecast is going to go, we're looking at a number of things. First of all, Sierra Nevada, moderate snow showers, sometimes even heavy at times for most of the upper mountain regions. In Sierra Nevada, if you're up there, expect another 6 inches of snow tonight. If you're in the foothills, light snow showers are continuing. If you're at, say, 3,000 feet or higher, you can expect another 1 to 3 inches of snow possible overnight tonight. And believe it or not, the valley floor, that includes the Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto areas all the way up to Chico. It also includes Walnut Grove, Vacaville, Dixon, where it's already snowing. Light snow showers there. Don't be surprised if almost anybody on the valley floor tomorrow morning wakes up to a little bit of white stuff on the ground. Snow showers, good possibility here on the valley floor. And we've got the whole forecast for you, including a look at the next storm system in our 5-day outlook coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. This winter storm has caused quite a mess throughout California. High winds have closed ski areas in Southern California and knocked out power around the Victor Valley. Southern California Edison workers have spent the day trying to restore power after getting outage reports that started around 3 this morning. The winter weather also gets the blame for a 20-car pileup that brought northbound traffic on the Grapevine to a halt. The wind-whipped snow made the interstate too icy for some of the cars to stop. The backed-up traffic made it tough for tow trucks to get up the road to clear the way.
Of course. Well, the next thing that's going to be coming down the pike is bitter cold temperatures. But until then, tonight is going to bring us a lot of snow showers around. First of all, let's get rid of some of the current conditions. They're very cold, 41 degrees outside. It's not below normal, but it feels cold because the air is drying out quickly now, and also because of the wind blowing. It feels quite chilly out there. Wind speeds from the west at 10 miles an hour. Cloudy skies, snow showers being scattered and reported across the whole viewing area all over the place. So don't be surprised if you see a few tonight. In Stockton, the temperature 42 degrees, westerly at 12 miles an hour for the wind. Some snow showers there as well, scattered around. And in Modesto, 43 degrees, north at 8 for the wind speed, and of course, snow showers scattered around there too. We're getting reports of snow showers throughout the whole area, from Fairfield through Vacaville, also parts of Walnut Grove reporting snow showers to the south of us, north of us, foothills off to the east of us as well, so plenty of that to go around. First of all, to talk about around the nation are cold temperatures. That Alaskan Express, which came to grips across the U.S., is still here and will be here for the rest of the week. Temperature-wise, we have -5 degrees for the high in Minneapolis. -7 degrees was the high minus 9 degrees was the temperature in Denver. Temperature here in Sacramento was 45 degrees. And as far as the temperatures for the next couple of days, they're going to stay on the cold side. Here's a satellite photo. This line of cloud cover right here across the central U.S. is a dividing line between bitter cold air and very cold air. And to the north of this line, we're looking at temperatures that overnight last night, and I kid you not, folks, were 40 degrees below zero before you add in the wind speeds. And the wind speeds made it feel like it was 60 degrees below zero. North Dakota, South Dakota, parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Arctic, bitter cold air right from Alaska. Below this line, cold indeed. You see these radar echoes, the colors on the screen? This is snow. It is snowing in Texas. It is snowing northwestern Louisiana right now. The high temperature for Dallas, for example, was 18 degrees today. The high. Tonight they'll go down to 0. So that is cold weather. It's going to be around for a while too, folks. So cold air going all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. They'll probably have snow on the Gulf Coast by later on tonight. That's how cold it is across the U.S. Now for us, low pressure has been sitting off the California coastline. The West Coast satellite will show that low. Now it's moving inland and it's actually redeveloping a little bit. Now right now the low off the northwestern coast is drifting southward, redeveloping on the Nevada side of us where you see the cloud cover. By 11 o'clock tonight, that's where the low pressure area will be. It'll merge in with another low pressure area over southern Colorado. The combination of this and high pressure dropping south means cold air for us by tomorrow night in the low to mid-20s, even some teens on the valley floor. So we're talking about cold air. But for tonight, snow showers scattered around where you see the cloud cover over the foothills, snow showers in the Bay Area foothills, snow showers even in the valley. So we're only going to see some light showers here, but nonetheless, snow showers at any time in Sacramento is rare, as you already know. Next storm system due in here probably the middle of the week. So we've got some cold air sandwiched in between these two systems. So our forecast for tonight, traveling in Sierra Nevada, well, going to be really cold. Temperatures tonight below 0. Wind speeds about 20 to 30 miles an hour. Means the wind chill will be way down there. Wind chill factors of about 15 to 20 degrees below 0 are possible. Temperatures tomorrow in the low 20s. In the foothills tonight down into the low 20s. 24 degrees is about the average temperature you'll see tonight in the foothills. A cold night indeed. Snow showers continuing. Sierra Nevada may pick up 6 inches. The foothills may pick up 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight, believe it or not. Still going on, and it'll continue even into tomorrow morning. Bay Area, look at this. Temperatures tonight, San Francisco, 37 degrees for the low. Tomorrow in the low to mid-40s. Snow showers, good possibility all night tonight, scattered around many of the foothill areas in the Bay Area. Here in the Central Valley, Sacramento's low tonight, 26 degrees, getting even colder for tomorrow and Monday night. Windy weather coming back in the forecast, too. And as I said, the next storm system moves in here about midweek of next week. Here's the forecast. Snow showers are a good possibility again for tomorrow, folks, so don't be surprised if you see them all over the place again, mainly in the foothills. Temperatures, the high 43. Tomorrow night down to 25, 42. Sunny, windy, and cold on Monday. I'm telling you now, it's 2 days in advance, so you know, bundle up for Monday. And then Monday night, 25 degrees, next storm system, Wednesday and Thursday. Ski area information, all resorts are planning to open tomorrow. Travel will be hazardous. I urge you, carry chains for tomorrow, because many of the roadways will still have some snow on them, and snow showers going on in Sierra Nevada tomorrow, too. But
always good advice during the winter.
And some of these resorts got up to 36 to 48 inches of snow in a day and a half. Amazing.
Ideal. Thanks, Joe.
Well, still to come tonight, we'll recap tonight's top story, the weather, with a live shot from Interstate 80. The season is still going full force all across California tonight. Snow fell today in Bakersfield, Fresno, and Merced, and it's snowing again now in the Sierra foothills. Most major highways into the Sierra are open, but with chain requirements in effect. But traffic is light, with most people staying home. In Amador County, the situation is far more serious because of widespread power outages. Nearly 2,000 homes have no electricity tonight because of downed power lines. PG&E crews are working around the clock to get those lights back on and the heaters working again. But in the Central Valley, it was a clear day, and this morning's sunrise revealed a postcard view of yesterday's heavy snowfall.
One place seeing a lot of snow is along Interstate 80. Our Jon Duncanson is there tonight, and he joins us now with the latest on how things look along the highway. John?
Joe, we're at Boreal Ridge right now. A couple of differences between last night and tonight. Right now, there's no snow, and that's a big difference. Secondly, the snow last night was very wet. Tonight it's very dry. The road conditions tonight it's not really a problem. Last night, of course, the highway, both 50 and Highway 80, were closed. The situation right now is that there are chain controls at Cisco Grove. You must have chains to get across, but the driving isn't that bad. It really isn't. The best part about it, of course, up here are the skiers and the ski conditions. People here are happy for A, the powder, and they're extremely happy about B, the fact that the crowds aren't here. Many people wouldn't take the roads up here because of the storms, and probably a good idea, but that's left those who did in very good shape. Again, last night, as I said, we had very wet snow. This is the dry stuff we have tonight. The stuff is just like powder, just like sugar. It looks very nice, and the ski resorts here are saying that they expect big crowds. What looked like a dry winter has now turned around, at least temporarily, and they're hoping for more. Joe, back to you.
Thank you very much, John. All of this snow is a real welcome sight in Tuolumne County. Environmental health officials say the white stuff is helping to calm a dust problem from the Jamestown mine west of Sonora. Tests show that dust contains high levels of